forget, just in a few days, next week on the 25th of June, this key could be in your hands and you could be walking away with this 2017 Aston Martin DB11 twin turbo V12 AMG engine. Trust me, you've heard it just now. It sounds amazing, it looks amazing, it's in excellent condition. It could be yours for as little as £5. Have you bought your tickets, Ollie?
Only 5.
Only 5. I'm doing a live draw on the 25th of this month. Click the link down below, grab some tickets, enter, good luck. When the last driver of this car set off on their journey, they never expected to be stranded on the side of a motorway like this. But it's misfortunes like that that leads to fortunes for Salvage Nation. This one is looking like too much headache. Forget about it. Come on guys, I'm only joking. This is Salvage Nation. Welcome back to the channel. And as you can see, we've got this 2022 Cupra Formentor, fresh off the motorway. This is not a write-off car, fresh off the motorway. I know the previous owner, and yeah, we sorted a little something out, and now we're gonna be sorting this car. But I've set myself a little challenge. How horrible does it look? I reckon I can fix this in 2 hours. To make that possible, I went ahead and I ordered a ton of parts before filming. We're outside the new Essen garage, as you can see, and we can't go inside yet because there's some top secret stuff going on in there. I might show you a preview if you watch the video to the end, but yeah, we're doing some major stuff in there. But for now, let me show you what's wrong with this 2022 Cupra Formentor. So guys, first of all, have a look at this bumper. The bumper is gone, it's finished. So I've ordered a new bumper. Where the headlight is meant to be, there's lots of damage in there. And I reckon a little bit of super glue, we should be able to sort this headlight out. Obviously, I'm joking. This is rubbish. The good thing is all the connector plugs for the bumpers and the headlight, they seem to be intact. There's no damage there. This is a bracket for the headlight and the wing. We're gonna be doing something with that. Have a look up here, there's no damage here. I really wanted to show this project off because it looks a lot worse than it actually is. And hopefully my 2-hour limit is gonna prove that. And speaking of 2-hour limit, where's my phone? It is now just before 3, so have a look. 14:53. Have a look at this door, like, yo, this is nuts. Mirror's gone, mirror's broken. Door is all literally, there's nothing I can salvage on this door. The glass is obviously broken. So yeah, new door incoming. Now the rear door here has got a little bit of damage along this seam. I'm gonna see what we can do, but we're gonna be replacing this rear door. And the hinges, I've got a little bit of damage there as well. It is opening and closing, but it's not sitting as it should. Luckily, there's no airbags I've blown on the interior of the car, and it's a very clean and tidy car on the inside. The driver's side of the car, I can't really see any damage here. It's actually in really good condition. There's just a little bit of dirt and grub, but we should be able to sort that out with a little wash. These doors are all working fine. And to the rear of the car, there's no damage at the rear of the car either. So we've got 2 hours starting now. So guys, the first thing I want to do is show you the parts. When I got the car, I've done a quick survey. I actually had to sign up for TPS, and I just want to say it feels so good to have my own account. When I was in London, I used to use someone else's account, and sometimes I'll call up and they'll say, yeah, there's a password on the account, or you can't use this account because you're calling from a different number. My number was barred. There was a lot of shenanigans and lots of games that were going on in London, but the new Essen garage, we're doing it different. But anyway, let's grab the parts. I'll show you what I got. So the first thing I could see was the splash guards. So we got brand new splash guards from TPS. Got a replacement front bumper. I paid the extra and then we got this complete with everything. Got a replacement passenger side headlight with the headlight bracket and all the modules. We've got a wing panel, brand spanking new from TPS once again. And last but not least, I've picked up a new headlight slash wing bracket and some brand new door hinges for the front and the rear door. Now I want to point something out. I've got the receipt here. I paid £173 plus £34 VAT. That brought me to a grand total of £208. Brand new wing from the dealership, £208. Everywhere I looked online, they were £300, £400, £500. Crazy. Always check the dealership. Guys, also to make it a little bit more interesting, I'm using basic tools for the duration of this video. This is a little toolbox.
This is a little toolbox that I bought from Temu. This was £18, a Temu toolbox. Can we rebuild this car with a Temu toolbox? Let's see.
So I'm starting by removing the damaged parts. The good thing about VAG cars is a lot of these brackets are interchangeable and they're just held in with nuts and bolts. I was able to remove the damaged one and replace it with a brand new part. Next, I'm going to straighten this little tab before fitting the brand new headlight. Next, I'm just checking to make sure that the headlight is aligning with that new bracket that I've installed before bolting everything down. With the headlight in place, that gives me a better idea of how I need to straighten this little tab, and here's a little time check. Next up, I'm reusing this wing bracket from the broken wing, and there's a little tab on here that joins up with that tab that I was straightening earlier on. But after sizing it up, I could see that there was some slight damage, so it's time to get it inside, get it in the vise, and we're going to straighten that out as well. With that tiny wing bracket nice and straight, it's finally time to do a test fit on that brand new wing panel, and already this is transforming the look of this little Formentor. Next up, I'm replacing the broken splash guards for brand new parts before moving on to the front bumper. Now, as you can see, the original bumper have these two additional PDC holes on the side. This is an added extra. The replacement bumper that I purchased, however, does not, so I've got to sort those out.
Alright you guys, so I'm not gonna lie, I didn't do it in 2 hours. Have a look, it's 5:07. Can you see that? Yes, you can. I tried to do it in the 2 hours. I would have done it in the 2 hours. However, I've run into a few issues. So I didn't realize that the new bumper didn't have the PDC holes, parking sensor holes. So I've had to drill new holes, glue that in place, wait for that to set, because if you pop them in too soon, it's just gonna come off. And then the new hinges for the replacement door, I thought I would have had access. I've got to remove the dash or parts of the dash to gain access to that. So that's delayed me from the 2 hours. But that was just a little self-imposed bit of a challenge that I've done. But what I'm going to do now is just crack on. I don't want to be too late. It's a Saturday afternoon. It's 5:08 now. I reckon I'll be done in about an hour, hour and a half max. So getting home at about 6:30, 7 o'clock is still not too bad on a Saturday. Keep the missus happy, everyone's happy. Anyway, with all of that said, let's continue.
So after doing a test fit on the front bumper, I'm moving on to the side hinges. These things are a pain to get in because there's a massive cavity in there and it's very hard to get the tools in, but I came up with a very basic yet ingenious way of sorting it with a little bit of masking tape. Next up, I need to remove the broken door strap from the old door. The new door will have its own strap. Now it's time to fit the replacement door, but there's tons of room for adjustment on the hinges and the door, so I spent a little extra time making sure that everything was adjusted to the right specification and making sure that the door was opening and closing just fine. I went ahead and buckled down the front bumper, headlights, and all the panels on the front end, and just take a look at this car. It's literally been transformed. Next, I wanted to test the lights, the central locking, making sure that all of those new components are actually marrying up with the car. And for the first time in little over 3 hours, the car is actually driving, it's closing, it's opening, the lights are working. Yeah, buddy! This car came into the Salvage Nation garage looking an absolute mess, and if you ignore the panel gaps, we still need to do that. Just look at the transformation that this car has gone through, and how much do you think I can sell this car for? How much would you pay for this car? It's unrecorded, super low miles, 2022 model. Let me know in the comments down below. So if the car reassembled and driving, I wanted to do a full diagnostic scan. Today I'm using the OBD11 app with the companion dongle, and this thing is super compact and easy to use. As soon as we were connected, I did a full system scan, and the car has got 29 modules, and out of those modules we found 22 faults. I wanted to investigate the brakes first of all because that's the most important, and as you can see they're intermittent, so I just cleared those before moving on to the transmission. The transmission also had a previous fault linked to the brakes, so I cleared that, and I also wanted to check to see what is available for coding, and as you can see there are loads of options. I did another scan, and now we're down from 22 faults to just 2 faults, which are linked to the passenger side wing mirror, which is missing. If you're looking for a cost-effective way of diagnosing your car, click the link down below and pick up an OBD11 dongle today.
So guys, there you have it. I literally feel like Thor in the Avengers. I can take a sip, and finally I can relax over a peaceful universe, knowing that this 2022 Cupra Formentor is almost done. It's got to go into bodywork and paint, but we've done quite a lot in a short period of time, and I only went over by 1 hour. It's 6:45 at the moment. Tell me what you think in the comments down below. I've just driven it. It drives so nicely. It's got low mileage. It's an unrecorded car, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. If one of you guys want to take it, get in touch. It will be going up for sale. But before we wrap up, check this out. Have a look at this classic Mini. I'm going to be starting this build soon, so stay locked in if you want to see what I get up to with that. It's an absolute mess, but stay tuned. Have a look at this M140. This thing just looks absolutely crazy, and it's got quite a lot of damage, but just look at that rear end. That rear end just looks amazing. A lot of you guys, I've seen your comments. You said you want to see more on this Mini. This has been parked up ever since that video. I've been waiting for tons of parts. And don't forget, guys, this car could be yours for £5. If you click the link down below, join the raffle on the 25th of this month. I'm going to be going live, and I'm going to hopefully draw a winner. I've got to sell 20,000 tickets. We're about halfway there. There's still tons of tickets. If we don't sell enough tickets, the winner still gets a cash alternative equal to 50% of all the money raised, and trust me, even the cash alternative is going to be a nice little jackpot for the winner. So there's only £5 to join, so make sure you get involved. Have a look at the M2. Done quite a lot of work on this. I've got an extended episode coming on this car soon, and I've got a one-off build from beginning to the end in one video on this beautiful 435i. And yeah, there's quite a lot going on here at the Essen garage. Stay tuned to see what's on these crates. Man, so much stuff. So guys, there you have it. This has been a quick little build on the Formentor. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, press the like button. This is where we're going to wrap up this video. It's Saturday night. I'm going home. I'm going to go see my little one. So like I always say, keep it moving, and I'll see you in the next one.
In the next one, it's the finale on my DB11 build, and it's a movie, literally.
Double OD,
Yes.
I've got a mission for you. You've got to collect a very important package and drop it off. Oh yeah, and you need to find a vehicle. It needs to be a special one.
Special one, eh? Okay, I know just who I need to call. Hey Siri, call Salvage Nation.
Hello.
Yes, Mr. Salvage Nation himself.
What does this guy think he is about double OD?
I'm wrapping up the build, I'm finishing off everything on the car, and it's gonna be crazy. Stay tuned to see what it's all about.